Well, Mudflap, how's it been going? I've been following you on Twitter. Your fitness transformation seems to be in full gear. You haven't drank in quite some time. You feeling good, buddy?
Yeah, man. Like for example, I bought some jeans for the Friday beer shoot. What was that? 2 months ago, and they were like walking around jeans, the kind where you can't really sit down in.
Yeah.
And now they're falling off of me. I'm on the last loop of my my DXL belt, so like I'm fitting back into not all my double X's, but like if it's a larger double X, like I can fit into a double X Ralph Lauren again. You
That's dope.
know, yeah, man. I've seen a lot of. I haven't weighed myself since I started because I mean, like, what's the fucking point? Honestly, it's not gonna be good no matter which way you look at it for a couple months.
Yeah, you'd have to go to like a dairy farm or somewhere. Industrial scales.
Mudflap, you'd have to go to the zoo at this point to get a scale.
Do the dump.
Do the fat jokes get to you at all, Mudflap, or do you think that it's something that if you let it get to you, then yeah.
No, it's not that at all. It's my fucking doctor looking at me and going like, "Hey, man, like, do you want to see 40 or nah?" And it's like, oh, fuck.
Did he say 40?
You know, he's looking at
bro.
He said 40, Mudflap?
He didn't give me a number, but when I said, like, you know, if I could easily not see 40, he's like, I could see that happening. And, like,
damn.
You know, at one point I got up to like 405 was when I weighed in, and I think I was probably at like 420 or 430 at one point, potentially. Wow. So, and, but yeah, dude, like I didn't eat for fucking 76 hours, and I've been doing 1 or 2 meals a day. I threw away all the bread and tortillas I had in the house, no carbs, you know.
Nice, right? Nice.
I had edibles a couple times, but
it's kind of dope that you got up to 420 at least once, you know.
Yeah, you should have made a video out of that. That would have been the peak of your fat Mount Everest.
Right, fucking like, you know, 405 was just, that was the point where I was like, all right, dude, like, I need to go to the fucking doctor.
Like, I might as well make it to 420 if I'm already going to be.
Yeah, you might as well.
It'd be impossible for Austin and Dino to ever. I don't know how they would do it. It would be crazy. I mean, there's no way.
Oh, yeah,
these guys.
Skinny for me is 250, you know.
Mudflap, I love this, though, because I think that's Leo and I. It's our vision for the channel that, you know, people start on the channel, they get hazed a little bit. But then they reach a maturity and they become part of the brotherhood.
That's right.
It's like they are initiated from pledges to neophytes to full-blown fraternity brothers.
And Rattig is a prime example of that. He's come a long way himself.
He's on his journey. He's still got a way to go. But I'm saying, like, other than the 5-minute segment we opened the show with about Jerry getting the shit beat out of him by the Scorpion unit in Memphis.
Be nice.
Other than that, Jerry is one of the guys now. Jerry no longer really gets messed with on shoots, as the same as with Inlaniggy.
Yeah.
And Mudflap, you taking this step to get your health under control and limit the drinking, I think you taking that step to make yourself better and establish yourself as an effective person is going to go a long way to bringing you into being part of the brotherhood, where soon it's going to be, nobody's going to be calling you fat. You're going to be calling other people small-dicked or stupid or squinty-eyed or long-nosed or money-loving or media controlling.
These are all just Jewish stereotypes.
Dude,
that was a joke.
Bitch, I could,
that was
Mudflap, I am happy for you, man. I like it when people realize that, and this is something that's kind of lost in this country. It's just, Joe Biden up there, like, people of color being disproportionately attacked. We're going to pay off your student loans. Women need to be paid 600 times more than they're making now. Just everybody is like, what can the government do for me? Like the Kennedys ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. That attitude... I love it when people demonstrate that and fucking do something for themselves, because it's so rare these days. Like you try to help people or give them some advice, and it seems like fewer and fewer people can do anything for themselves, which is why it makes me happy you're taking control of your sobriety and your weight, dude.
Yeah, dude, I really have, and like, you know, like I haven't worked out in the last few days because I worked out so much that my shoulders, elbows, and knees are hurting me from like. Body's like, oh shit, we're not used to moving with all this weight. What the fuck?
Is your dick getting bigger as the fat pad recedes?
I can see it a lot easier than a month ago, I'll tell you that much.
Hell yeah, man!
Like,
Welcome back, my old friend.
You still smoking weed?
Oh, I was smoking more weed than ever. Are you kidding me?
I'll give him that one.
It's a vice. It's okay.
If you smoke
But I'm
weed,
also
man,
starting to
that is the least of your worries, dude. That is so much better than downing like 16 beers every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16. What I was doing for, oh, fuck, dude. From like 2017 to like 2020, at least a 12-pack and a fifth of liquor every other day or for every 2 days, you know?
Mudflap, be honest with us. Be honest with us. So how were your days looking at the worst of it? Because anytime you came and shot with us, that's how you were drinking. And we had our suspicions that even when you went home on Monday and Tuesday, you would be drinking like that too. Is that what it was? Was it about every other day you were getting absolutely hammered, or be honest, was it every day?
Every day. I was wow. About every day. I was saying every other day I'd go and I'd re-up. I'd get like either 2 bottles or a 12-pack in a bottle or a 30-pack. But I would definitely have a beer and a liquor. But like there was a fucking span probably for a year, you know, even closer to 2 years where I was doing a good bottle a fucking night. And then like, you know, yeah, for real, like
a bottle of what?
A bottle of whiskey or vodka or tequila. I'd switch it up. The most I ever drank was almost an entire, this happened on like 3 different occasions. I drank about 3/4 to a little bit more of a fifth of a handle. And that was majority to myself.
Every night?
All of it. No. On like, that was the most I've drank that I can remember that I measured was damn near a handle in one fucking night.
And how did you feel, Mudflap? Because, I mean, that's one of the reasons I never got too much into drinking is because I feel like crap the next day. And my thing is, life is hard enough on 8 hours of sleep without a hangover with a cup of coffee in your right hand.
It's true.
Life is hard enough as it is, and you don't need to make it harder with alcoholism, poor diet, lack of sleep, or whatever. How did you feel, say, like this October, like at the very end of the heavy drinking? How were you feeling every day when you woke up?
You know, that's the thing. Forever, you know, any alcoholic will really tell you, he's serious person who's drinking a lot. Well, once you do that, if you're doing that every fucking night, you don't get hungover anymore. You don't even have to like do a hair of the dog. No, you just fucking wake up like $1 million. Like, Fan Josh can tell you about it. He's still in the middle of that. I can tell.
Yeah,
but like,
that's true.
But like,
Fan
you know,
Josh
you just wake up like that.
Okay.
But like, I've realized now, if I like do I've noticed if I go on a 2-3 day shoot and I'm drinking every single day, on the third day I'm hurting. Like I can feel my insides for like a couple of days sometimes, and just like not in a good way. You know, when you like. You just like, and you know it's the booze. I'm like, that is just unfucking healthy. And it's like, not a matter of if it's going to impact my health extremely negatively. It's about when.
Right.
and Mudflap, I know you're still relatively new to quitting alcohol. I think you're going to feel better and better every month that passes here that you don't drink. But what is your mental state like now versus how it was in October? Because I imagine that's got to be very depressing to be in that cycle of alcoholism. Are you happier now?
That's a good question. Yeah, no, I'm definitely a lot healthier or happier because, especially, you know, I'm doing everything. I've actually kind of found God a little bit too. I've been reading the Bible every day.
Nice,
and,
man.
Hell
yeah, dude, I've been like, you know, I've been reading the Bible. I've been eating well. Working out. I have 2 partners. I'm starting a business. We have a
nice man.
We have a legit lawyer who's being our lawyer for very inexpensively. And we have a free accountant. And like we have all of this, like everything's looking quite well. And you know, I'm just like, you know, it really, but like, you know, Andrew Tate will tell you, you just got to get up off your ass and start doing stuff. You know, I wasn't moving, and like looking back, there's a lot of things that I could have been doing and wasn't doing that I knew I should have been doing. And like, chances are, if you're fucking up and you're doing some shit like I was, unless you're a complete dumbass, you know you're fucking up and you know what you're doing. You don't need to go talk to some therapist. You know what you're doing wrong. Just stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's basically what I was telling myself. And Joe Rogan did a really good thing where he said, act like, there's a film crew following you, and like, what would you do? And that's exactly what I've been doing. And it's so fucking cheesy that I chose New Year's to change. New Year, new mud flap, but that's exactly what's fucking happened. So.
Well, in your case, whenever you have a film crew, you usually drink more.
Yeah.
And then you need a fisheye to capture your.
Yeah, and on our film day,
one last one for the road.
Fucking ass. You slipped that one in there, didn't you?
Mud, no, we're so proud of you, man.
Mud, we're proud of you, man. I mean, yeah, I was. You told me that you were going to do this like a while ago, like I think at least a year ago. At least a year,
yeah.
But it's good to see it happening eventually, man. And
long time coming.
Hell yeah, bro, and we're proud of you. And